Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video about having my IV central line removed. So that was right here. I still have some scars. They'll fade over time, but there's a little incision up here, and this is where the line came out of my chest where I accessed it to deliver the IV antibiotics. So I just wanted to talk about taking it out because we had a little bit of an issue, but it wasn't the end of the world. So I was scheduled on my 504th day with it in me to have it removed. It wasn't as simple as just yanking it out like some other PICC lines can be. And there's a lot of scar tissue up here, so the surgeon just used a local anesthetic and kind of just like slowly cut away, and then kind of gross, but I was awake for it, so I got to ask questions. Used something that looked like a crochet hook to kind of like pull and free it from right here. It went on for about 15 minutes or so, and it just wasn't coming out, so he needed to tug and cut a little bit harder, and so they called in the anesthesiologist. So they knocked me out and did their thing. I don't know how long I was in there, but I remember being wheeled back into the pre-op room where my husband was waiting and sitting with the surgeon. And I heard him say, she's going to be disappointed. So freaking excited to get this thing out. So anyway, I looked at the surgeon and I said, "You didn't get it, did you?" And he said, "No," he apologized. Of course, it wasn't his fault. So what had happened is the line had, like the IV line had adhered to my vein. So it would need to be taken out very carefully because any injury to the vein could be very severe, like some vascular damage. It might need grafting. But we live in a fairly small community. Our OR just wasn't set up for any possible complications. So he called to the next city. It's 4 hours from here, and spoke to a vascular surgeon. And she got me in 2 days later. So it ended up being the 506th day with my IV line that I went to get it out. I was super nervous, I think because it was attached to the vein, which made it a little bit more scary, I guess, coming out, just knowing that the complications were there. The surgeon in the city was really great, explained the procedure. So what they were going to do, and I kept the line, so I'm going to show you guys. Some people think this is super gross, but this is it. So what it looked like when it was in me is this is the part that was sticking out. So it was probably hanging down about right here, because this piece was on the outside as well. So all of this was on the outside. And then this was all stuck in here, like, it's kind of hard plastic here now. So it was kind of stuck like this. So somewhere between here and here, it was adhered to the vein. So what the vascular surgeon did is she stuck a guide wire through, the inside of this, and threaded it all the way through. And then they use a balloon at the end of it, and they just inflate and deflate it along the line of the IV tubing to kind of break it away from the vein. So she had to use a couple different sizes of balloons, start small, go bigger. She told me she thought she was almost going to have to use a third one, but we got it out. And yeah, otherwise, it was a really nice day. I've been able to have a shower without covering myself in Glad Press and Seal. I washed my hair standing up for the first time. So it's been really great. In terms of treatment, I'm not done. I'm probably far from done. I'm not better by any means, but I think I'm doing better than I was. When I'm off meds, I have a lot more good days, but I've only had 1 week off meds to see how long those good days will last. So that's kind of the unknown right now. Maybe I can be okay for 5 to 10 days after I go through treatment, which being okay means my immune system's kicked up and it's kind of keeping the infection at bay. Thus, I'm not symptomatic. But I have 2 weeks off. I'm in week 1 right now. and I don't know what to expect for next week. It'll be interesting, and I'm really hoping that it isn't painful and awful. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about removing that. Keep looking at it over there. About removing my central Lyme. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks.